Let's see theorem 10.3. The perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. We are going to prove this theorem. In this theorem, a perpendicular is drawn from the center of a circle to a chord, and we have to prove that this perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Here is the figure, and in this figure AB is a chord of the circle with center O, and OM, a line is drawn perpendicular from the center to the chord, and we have to prove that this line OM drawn from the center of the circle perpendicular to the chord bisects the chord, that is OM bisects the chord AB. That is, we have to prove that AM is equal to BM. In order to prove this theorem, let's join OA and OB as shown in this figure. To prove AM equal to BM, we are going to prove that triangle OMA and triangle OMB are congruent triangles, and by CPCT AM will become equal to BM. So let us prove. Right triangle OMA and OMB congruent. In triangle OMA and triangle OMB, we have angle OMA is equal to angle OMB 90 degree each, as OM is perpendicular to AB. OM is drawn from the center of the circle perpendicular to the chord, so OMA is equal to angle OMB. OA is equal to OB, radii of the same circle, so they are equal. OM is equal to OM, common side, so in triangle OMA and OMB we have angle OMA is equal to OMB, both are 90 degrees. OA is equal to OB, they are radii, and OM equal to OM, common side. Therefore, triangle OMA is congruent to triangle OMB, by which congruence rule? By RHS congruence rule, because both the triangles OMA and OMB are right triangles, and their hypotenuse OA and OB being radii of the same circle are equal, and OM is a common side of both the triangles. So by RHS congruence, both the triangles are congruent. Therefore, AM is equal to BM by CPCT, as they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and AM equal to BM proves that OM perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle O to the chord AB bisects the chord AB. So hence OM bisects the chord AB. Hence proved. Theorem 10.4. The line drawn through the center of a circle to bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. We are going to prove this theorem, which says that if midpoint of a chord is joined to the center, this line joining the midpoint of a chord to the center is perpendicular to the chord. In this figure, AB is a chord of the circle with center O, M is midpoint of the chord AB, and OM is the line joining midpoint of the chord to the center of the circle. And we have to prove that this line through the center of the circle O bisecting the chord AB is perpendicular to the chord. That means OM we have to prove is perpendicular to the chord AB. To prove this theorem, let us join OA and OB and take triangle OMA and OMB and prove them congruent. When we will prove triangle OMA and OMB are congruent, then we can say that angle OMA and angle OMB are equal by CPCT. So let us first prove triangle OMA and OMB congruent. In triangle OMA and triangle OMB, we have OA equal to OB, radii of the same circle, so they are equal. OM equal to OM, common side, AM equal to BM, because M is midpoint of the chord AB. Therefore, triangle OMA is congruent to triangle OMB. By which congruence rule? Side congruence rule. Triangle OMA and triangle OMB are congruent, and so angle OMA is equal to angle OMB by CPCT, as they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles OMA and OMB. So by CPCT, angle OMA is equal to angle OMB. But if you see in the figure, these angles OMA and OMB are forming a linear pair of angles. Angle OMA plus angle OMB is equal to 180 degrees, as they form a linear pair of angles, so their sum will be 180 degrees. These angles OMA and OMB are equal and their sum is 180 degrees, as they are forming linear pair of angles. Therefore, we can conclude that angle OMA and angle OMB is equal to 90 degree each. Angle OMA 90 degrees, that means OM is perpendicular to the chord AB. So OM is perpendicular to the chord AB, and this proves this theorem. Theorem 10.5. There is only one circle passing through three given non-collinear points. To understand and verify this theorem, let us consider three non-collinear points A, B and C and join AB and BC as shown in this figure. Then construct perpendicular bisector PQ of line segment AB and perpendicular bisector RS of line segment BC, and let us suppose that these perpendicular bisectors intersect each other at O as shown in this figure. O is point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors PQ and RS of line segments AB and BC respectively. Point O lies on perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. Therefore, OA will be equal to OB because every point on perpendicular bisector of a line segment is equidistant from the end points of the line segment. Point O lies on perpendicular bisector PQ of line segment AB. So distance of O from A and B will be equal, that is OA will be equal to OB. Similarly, point O also lies on perpendicular bisector RS of line segment BC. Therefore, OB will be equal to OC because point O lies on perpendicular bisector and every point on perpendicular bisector of a line segment is equidistant from end points of the line segment. OA equal to OB and OB equal to OC. Therefore, we can say that OA equal to OB is equal to OC, which means that point O being on perpendicular bisector of line segment AB and line segment BC is equidistant from points A, B and C. You can see in this figure point O is equidistant from points A, B and C. If we take O as center and OA as radius and draw a circle, that circle will surely pass through the points B and C also. This way we can say that a circle, only one circle can pass through three given non-collinear points, because like this point O, we cannot get any other point which is equidistant from points A, B and C, because perpendicular bisectors PQ and RS of line segments AB and BC can intersect only at one point, that point is O. So taking O as center and OA as radius, if a circle is drawn, that circle will pass through these three non-collinear points A, B and C. Reason is clear, because point O is equidistant from three non-collinear points as we considered at randomly A, B and C. So this proves that there is only one circle passing through three given non-collinear points. Theorem 10.6. Equal chords of a circle or of congruent circles are equidistant from the center. In this figure, PQ and RS are two equal chords of the circle with center O. OL and OM are distances of the chords PQ and RS from the center O. Since chords PQ and RS are equal, therefore OL and OM will be equal, because equal chords are equidistant from the center. Even converse of this is also true. It is given in theorem 10.7. Chords equidistant from the center of a circle are equal in length. So when distances of two chords from the center of a circle are equal, then lengths of the chords are equal, that is equidistant chords of a circle are equal. Now let's see example 2 on page number 178. If two intersecting chords of a circle make equal angles with the diameter passing through their point of intersection, then prove that chords are equal. In this figure, AB and CD are two chords intersecting at point E. PQ is diameter through point of intersection E. Chords AB and CD make equal angles with the diameter PQ, that means angle AEQ and DEQ are equal. We have to prove that chords AB and CD are equal. So let's write given chords AB and CD intersect at E. PQ is diameter through E. Angle AEQ is equal to angle DEQ. That is, chords AB and CD make equal angles with the diameter PQ. We have to prove that AB is equal to CD. To prove this result, AB equal to CD, that is chords are equal, let us draw OL perpendicular to chord AB and OM perpendicular to chord CD. Angle AEQ is equal to angle DEQ. It is given. This implies angle LEO is equal to angle MEO. Angle AEQ and angle LEO both are same, just names of the angles we have changed. Name of angle AEQ is written angle LEO and name of the angle DEQ is written angle MEO. Now in triangle OLE, and triangle OME, we have angle OLE is equal to angle OME 90 degree each, because we have drawn OL perpendicular to chord AB and OM perpendicular to chord CD. So angle OLE and angle OME is 90 degree each. Angle LEO is equal to angle MEO. Shown above, here we have shown it. OE is equal to OE, common side. Therefore, triangle OLE and triangle OME are congruent by angle side rule. So triangle OLE is congruent to triangle OME by angle side rule, and therefore OL is equal to OM. OL is equal to OM by CPCT. OL and OM are distances of the chords AB and CD from the center of the circle O, and OL is equal to OM proves that chords AB and CD are equidistant, and equidistant chords are equal. So therefore AB is equal to CD. Reason: theorem 10.7. Chords equidistant from the center of a circle are equal.